Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today, well, we are going to be breeding cattle. We're on herd test at the minute, so we'll be breeding a lot of cattle. And as you may see behind us, the trailer is on, and by the title of the video, Dolly is coming home. So we are going to read the heifers, and then we're going to bring Dolly home and the other smallest heifer there, so that we can have Dolly at home, so we can get her AI'd when she comes in cycle again. The four of us are here. Bro is here, hard at it, aren't you, bro? He's hard at it. So yeah, we'll be on up the road, and we have to throw some meal into some bullocks on the way up, then get the heifers in, get them red, dose them, and we'll also be dosing a few cattle then as well as we go through the day and get the bed testing done. But that is the story, that is the plan. But Dolly is coming home. So here we are with our Frisian bullocks. So we have a lot of meal for them. We're trying to get them finished off grass, but we're giving them some of our own barley just to kind of push them along, get them over the line, you could say. So that's what we're at. So there's some very nice bullocks on it, so there is, but we'll get to feed in and then we'll have a look at them. So there's the boys. Some of them are coming in very nicely now. Starting to get nice. Some of them have a good bit more to go. A good few of them are coming in very nicely now. So plan with them would be mid-September. We should hopefully start killing them, and hopefully have them all gone before we need to put any in, or try and get away with putting as few in as we can. So these have already been read, so they're clear. So the first batch of cattle is clear TB, so just have to go see what the rest of them come back like. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be clear. We were clear in May, and this is our last 60-day test, so once we get through this, then we're good for another year. So we're here now. There's some of the FFAs, and we have a bag of meal to entice them. So while they're making their way up, give them a bit of a taste of it. Steady on, girls. While the rest of them try and come up. And yes, this place is quite bad with thistles, so it is quite bad. But anyways, come on ladies, come on. Don't be mean, everyone gets a bit. Come on! Slowly but surely they're all coming up there. Right, we'll go another bit, bro. Just beside the gap, but we want to get all the heifers down here before we bring them in through the gap, because otherwise by the time we get in, some will have turned around, and you just want them all together when you're moving them. So just have to wait for the rest of them to come across the hill there. Then to me, how the bag also helps just keep them moving, get them to follow you with the bag, because these aren't getting any meal at the minute. Waiting patiently. Come on! Steady on, Blue. Yeah, they're coming there. The crush for this farm we're on, it's a rented farm, is the other side of the road in there. So we have to get the cattle across. Now, come on, girls. Right, down the camera and we'll shut up and get organised. I said we'll come in and have a quick look at Dolly. There she is there. You can see the horns on her. You can see how small she is. She's way older. She's over 2 years old, whereas everything else here is like, what are they now, 18 months maybe? A bit less. And she's just so small. So small, but she is so large. We actually, for quite some time, thought she was pregnant, because she's just so, her belly is just so big, and we thought her bag was starting to drop. A word, and hand, what could have put her in calf? She was with one lame duck of a limousine cross Frisian bull at one stage, but we didn't think he could have done any harm, and it was until a week ago that's when we found out that she was in heat. She was bulling everyone was bulling her, and we know she's in heat, she's not pregnant, which is kind of a good thing. We used Herdwatch to record Dolly in heat, and it'll just pop up there somewhere on the screen. We have that recorded. The date is, I can't remember, but it's on the Herdwatch app. We recorded it there. You want to know more about Herdwatch, you can check out links in the description down below. Herdwatch sponsored today's video. Big thanks to Herdwatch for that. But they have their new features now as well, maps, where you can map out your farm and it'll give you the hectares and acres of all the different paddocks as you map them out. We're just getting down into mapping out the place, and at the minute they've paddock nose, but they're big plans on expanding on that and doing different things that I think is going to be incredibly handy, especially for us. But that's to come down in the roadmap plan. But anyways, you want to learn more or check out that for yourself, you can also download it for free, and Maps is currently free, so if you want to check it out, links in the description down below. There she is. So we're going to bring Dolly back, and 1056, which is the smallest heifer we have apart from Dolly, just to keep the two smallest at home, give her company and be able to keep an eye on her too, keep her happy. But yeah, she is just like a barrel at the minute, like a barrel. That's Dolly. So we're just waiting for the vet. One other thing, we will be dosing these cattle now for ticks. Some of them are really bad. If you look at the others inside the legs, see them on their necks, they're never seen them as bad with ticks. We were giving them garlic licks. We've been keeping an eye on them for red water, no sign of it yet, but we really have to be watch them very closely for it, because the ticks are really bad. Some of them are incredibly bad with ticks. So you're handling the cattle, you just get that. Ooh. Also, I think that's blue. It is, that's blue. That's the blue heifer that we named nearly 2 years ago now. Coming on nicely. Oh, fly. But she's a little bit smaller than some of the others. She does have the conformation, but she's still a bit smaller than some of the other Angus's. And the same, we weighed the bull, the Belgian blue bull, and he is nearly 100 kilos lighter than our heaviest Frisian bull, which is quite astonishing. But look, that's the story for another day. There's not much else to do, just wait for the vet and we get reading. Don't think there's any suspects here that we can see at the minute, but look, we won't until he starts running through them, and then we'll dose them as he goes through them, because we can't dose them in case there's a reactor, because then it can't go. So it's with the withdrawal and the dose, it can't go to be slaughtered, so it's a bit of a messy thing. But look at how and ever. So now that is all the cattle read, done. Vet didn't want to be on camera, so we didn't film any of the actual reading of the cattle, but all clear, all the heifers are clear and good, so we all dose now. We have Dolly and her friend 1056 in their raid load, so now it's just a matter of putting these heifers back out. So come on, Blue, get out of the shed, back out, come on. How'd you go? You're going for a walk. Off you go. It'll do you good, bro, going for a walk. That's the heifers back out now. We'll go back in and we'll load up Dolly and her friend, and we'll be on home. In you go, Dolly. So now we'll just put the bar in. That's the two of them, Dolly and 1056. 1056 is just an Angus heifer that for whatever reason had a very stunted growth. You can see though on Dolly, you can see the ticks. Excuse the blue, but you can see all the red marks in there. She's quite bad with ticks, so that dose should solve that problem. We get our gates reorganised and we get them loaded up in the trailer. And that's them loaded up, ready for home. They're out. Hi, Liv.
Let go, Bo. I got him.
Come on, Dolly. And our friend. You're going to have to come up with a name for our friend now. Huh? 1056, that's it. Just 1056. So, calves are interested in what's going on now. But there's Dolly right beside the farm shop now, so for the next 2 months you'll be able to come see Dolly. So that is it, there's not much else to say. So we'll be keeping an eye on Dolly for when she comes in heat again. We have a man organised to AI her. He has Dexter straws organised for us. That's the story. So we'll be keeping an eye on her too for when she's coming in heat again, to get her AI'd. We will be removing the horns off her at some stage because we just want to leave her safe, because with horns, when she does get around to having a calf and that, she could be dangerous, and just want to leave her safe, take the horns off her. We'll finish up the video when we test or read the last cattle, just to see how we finish up with TB. Personally, I think we'll be fine. Everything has been super clear so far. The last 60-day test, we were, as the vet says, 110%. There wasn't a sign of anything, so I can't see why that'll change, but you never know. So we'll finish it up at that, and happy to see her back, Liv? Dolly is back. So now, TB test is over and done, and we are all clear. As expected, we are clear. So what we're doing at the minute is we are re-batching, redistributing the calves to the raw home grazing after dosing them for worms, and we're just getting ready to move them. These lads are going to the big field where we cut the silage. Come on. So anyways, all clear, so great. Safe now for another 12 months. Now it's good to be clear, especially with the amount of herds that we buy off, the land so fragmented. It's good to be clear. Uppity, 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 up, 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 up. That's Dolly, she's home now, so what is it? A little over a month's time she'll be cycling again, and we'll hopefully get her AI'd. We'll be able to check with our friend that's there, we'll see whether she's won or not. We also do want to get another Dexter heifer, maybe even a cow, and we don't really mind. But the big thing is, we don't want a black one, we want a red one. Liv wants a red one. Add a bit of colour to the no, it's not flat, herd. To the herd, the two herded Dexters. So if anyone knows where there's a red one at reasonable price, give us a shout. We'll keep you up to date when we do get her AI'd and how she's coming along. Is there anything else to say, Liv? Nelly is, we're teaching Nelly to be the farm dog now, so she's out and about with us, learning all the tricks of the trade while Bertie's asleep on the couch. We'll let these guys out, we'll finish up the video, and yeah. So boys, out we go. For only being a week cut, there is a very nice regrowth on this field. So well, with these calves, we have about a quarter of the field spreading slurry. So the calves that's out here, after a week or two, we'll put up a fence and we'll keep them on the side that has a quarter spread. We'll spread the other side, and we'll try and keep them out here then till we have to put them in the shed. We are 2 weeks away, not even, we're a week away from the first bulls going into the shed. The bulls on the home farm, they have 4 paddocks left to eat, they're going in. The bulls on another farm have about a week and a half, 2 weeks. They'll all be in with pretty much by the first week of September. A little bit earlier than we want, but what can you do? When the grass runs out, the grass runs out. If you try and muddle them along without enough grass, you lose a month's feeding and you're not gaining anything. So that is also coming very, very fast, and the pesticides are in a week. So yeah, if we get another week on it, it should be good enough to open. We opened it once before at 2 weeks after cutting it, and it was fine. But yeah, that's just how it is. We are fast approaching winter. That is it for today's video. You'll get to see that soon and see how the bulls have done. The weight so far, we weighed some while we were testing and doing quite good now. We kind of really looking forward to getting them all weighed and seeing what our averages are, but quite good now, very happy with them. But anyways, we're gonna leave it at that for today's video. That is it from us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from us. That's it from us. Nelly says good luck too, don't you, Nelly?